Hello, it's Paul, Mighty Marvel Show. Just checking in, very little brief video. It's a day after, well, it's less than 24 hours after the early bird offer for the Ghost Rider Engine of Vengeance Haslab has ended. That first week since release, and it did not make the 9,000 backers. I'm sure you know that already. I'm not telling you anything you know because it's everywhere if you're in the toy, looking at your toy collector or you're interested in this kind of stuff. So it didn't get the 9,000 backers it was needed in that first week, which means the Robbie Reyes human form figure is not happening. And in fact, if you look at where it is now at the time of recording this, it was at 6,030 backers at the cut-off point at 4 a.m. UK time when it was needed. It's now back at 5,800, so it's dropping a lot over the last 24 hours. I kind of expect that, and I think everybody should, because there's a lot of people pushing to back it, even if they plan to cancel it, just to get that Robbie Reyes. So what does that mean? Well, I think it's disappointing. I'm not backing this Haslab myself, but I want people that want the Haslab to get the Haslab. I'm a toy collector. I love toys. I love Marvel toys. I love all sorts of different Marvel toys, from Hot Toys to Mezco to Marvel Legends to Little Marvel Legends to Marvel Selects. There you go. I love them all. I want everyone else to love their figures, and they are about bringing joy. So I would never squash down someone's love or joy for a figure. If you like a figure and I don't, that's fine. That's a win for you. There's no bitterness for me. There's certainly no hate for me. And if there is anyone out there who's hating on the fact and reveling in the fact that this is not getting backed and you're not getting the Robbie Reyes figure, pack it in. Seriously, if you're a toy collector, you shouldn't want anyone else to not get the toys that they want. You shouldn't have that hate for it. And if you have got the hate, don't be directing it at toy collectors. It's about Hasbro. That's where this is. Let's face it. The Engine of Vengeance, the difficulties have been, by and large, most people think it's overpriced, and that's a shame. And it probably is. You can do any kind of number of metrics that you want about how much plastic you're getting, and you might get 4 or 5 figures out of it. You've got the Mephisto now as well. But I do think it was overpriced, and I'm not invested in the character, and so it's not something for me that I wanted to get. So I'm not getting that, and that was my reason for it. But I want people to get it. I do still think it's going to get backed. I think you're going to start to see it climb back again, and you've got a month yet, so there's plenty of time for it to get the 9,000 anyway. Will you reach the 12,000 Mephisto? I really don't know. That's getting more and more difficult. And I think Hasbro are going to have to do something now. I think they're going to have to start pulling out the tiers and actually start revealing those now to get the enthusiasm back for it. It's just really polarized the toy collecting community at the moment. But I do think that's because of the way Hasbro's prices have risen so sharply lately, and the packaging has dropped, and some of that QC, the quality control, has really dropped off. And there's any number of horror stories out there about, you know, the plastic free packaging now, figures being swapped, figures being bad paint apps. So that's a difficult with it as well. What does it mean for this Hasbro Haslab? I don't know. Like I say, I think it will still get backed. I think they got to reveal those tiers now, but it is not good news that the Robbie Reyes didn't get backed. I don't think there should be anyone should be reveling that. Yes, will it send a message to Hasbro? I don't know, but the message to Hasbro shouldn't come at the expense of other people. Simply the hate that other people are getting who are back in this figure. So drop all that nonsense, because that's just not what we should be about in this community. And I'm no influencer in the community. I'm just some random dude putting some YouTube videos out there because he loves his figures. So I try to keep it joyful all the time. But I am disappointed for those people that want to back it and won't get the Robbie Reyes, especially as, let's face it, half the point of that car is to have the street version. And if you want the street version, that's not Ghost Rider driving the car. That's Robbie Reyes. That's what you want, and that is a real shame. Will the figure drop at some point? Probably. I'm sure it will. Can Hasbro do something about it? Yeah, of course they can. But I don't think they're going to at the moment, because they've made this point, this line in the sand about the early bird. Has it backfired? Yes, it has. Should it be the reason that this project fails? No, it shouldn't. So anyway, I'm keeping an eye on it. I hope if you're backing it, you get it. I really want to get it. I really hope the Robbie Reyes still drops at some point. And even though I'm such a huge fan of Mephisto and I desperately want that Mephisto figure, I'm prepared to sacrifice that now if it means everyone who gets it in the tiers and they get it on their Haslab. Because that's what it should be about. This should be about fun. This should be about joy. So that's my thoughts on it. Just wanted to check in. Very brief little video about this Haslab. I'm keeping an eye on it all the time. I'm literally checking all the time, see how many backers there are. I want it to go up. I want you to get it. If you do want to get it, let me know in the comments what you think. Are you optimistic? Do you think we're going to get the rest of the tiers as well? Let me know. And of course, like, comment, subscribe way down there as well. That's it. I'm out of here. Bye for now.